Hayao Miyazaki was one of the most, if not the most, colored animators for over 6 decades of work in the animation film industry. He tugged at our heartstrings and whisked us away to places we could never imagine. With fantastic animation quality and the storytelling of a master, Miyazaki's films became immensely popular throughout the world. Films such as Spirited Away, Howl's Moving Castle, Princess Mononoke, Laputa, Castle in the Sky, and finally with his last film, As the Wind Rises. Hayao Miyazaki's films will stand the test of time and create a brief portion of history in the Japanese animation industry. Hayao Miyazaki is one of the most colored animator directors of all our time. Miyazaki was born in the town of Akebono-cho in Bunkyo, Tokyo. Miyazaki attended Toyotama High School. During his third year, Miyazaki's interest in animation was sparked by the film The Tale of the White Serpent. He fell in love with the movie's heroine, and it left a strong impression on him. In April 1963, Miyazaki got a job at Toei Animation, working as an in-between artist on the movie Watchdog Bow Wow. Miyazaki left Toei in 1971 for Mushi Production, A-Pro, Nippon Animation, and TMS Entertainment, where he co-directed 14 episodes of the first Lupin the Third series with Isao Takahata. Miyazaki left Nippon Animation in 1979 to direct his first feature film, The Castle of Cagliostro, a Lupin the Third adventure film. Nausicaa, The Valley of the Wind, was an adventure film that introduced many of the themes which recur in later films, a concern with ecology and the human impact on the environment. This was the first film both written and directed by Miyazaki. In June 1985, Miyazaki, Takehata, and Tokumo Shoten, chairman of Yasuyoshi Tokuma, organized the animation production company Studio Ghibli, which with funding from Tokumo Shoten. His first film was with Ghibli, Laputa, Castle in the Sky, recounts the adventure of two orphans seeking a magical castle island that floats in the sky. My Neighbor Totoro tells of the adventure of two girls and their interaction with forest spirits. And Kiki's Delivery Service, adapted from the 1985 novel of the same name by Eiko Kadono, tells the story of a small-town girl who leaves home to begin life as a witch in the big city. Miyazaki's fascination with flight is evident throughout these films. In 1995, Miyazaki began work on Princess Mononoke, which uses the ecological and political themes of Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind. The film was released on July 19, 1997, and was both a financial and critical success. It won the Japan Academy Prize for Best Picture. He also stated at one point that Princess Mononoke would be his last film, but thankfully this was not the case. Miyazaki went into semi-retirement, but returned later. During his semi-retirement, he met the inspiration for his biggest hit animation to date, Spirited Away. Spirited Away is a story of a girl forced to survive in a bizarre spirit world, who works in a bathhouse for spirits after her parents are turned into pigs by the sorceress who owns it. The film was released on July 2001 and grossed 30.4 billion yen, approximately $300 million at the box office. Critically acclaimed, the film was considered one of the best films of the 2000s. It won a Japan Academy Prize, a Golden Bear Award at the 2002 Berlin Film Festival, and an Academy Award for Best Animated Feature. In July 2004, Miyazaki completed production on Howl's Moving Castle, based on Diana Wynne-Jones' 1986 fantasy novel of the same name. Miyazaki came out of retirement following the sudden departure of Mamoru Hosoda, the film's original director. It won the Golden Osella Award for Animation Technology and received an Oscar nomination for Best Animated Feature. In 2005, Miyazaki received a Lifetime Achievement Award at the Venice Film Festival. In 2007, the film's title was publicly announced as Gake no Ue no Ponyo, which was eventually retitled to Ponyo for its international releases. On December 13, 2012, Studio Ghibli announced that Miyazaki worked on his next film, Kaze Taishinu. This is a story about Jiro Hirikoshi, the designer of the Mitsubishi A6M Zero fighter aircraft which served in World War II. This traces back to Miyazaki's roots, as his father worked as an airplane rudder supplier. This is Miyazaki's announced last film. Throughout his life, Miyazaki has won 66 awards overall, and has even been compared to Walt Disney in animation quality, storytelling, and animation style. Through 6 years of work, Miyazaki achieved a position as a rock to the animation industry and has earned him a spot throughout history as one of the great, if not the greatest, animation film directors.